Hey YouTube, Sin here. Today is part 3 on making the spine. We're going to attach the spine to the suit and also do some fine tuning and adjusting the spine as it's going and getting attached to the suit. I also go into a little bit of detail on how to basically the side that you get in on the suit, make it to the best of your ability so when you're in the suit it feels comfortable and it's not going to rip open. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so what I've done so far today is I have put down a strip of the green yoga mat I had, and I've done some Velcro on each side and thinned out the line, as you can see. I'll just show you. So the reason why I've done this is instead of having strips of Velcro, I've put a whole one strip all the way down, and I've glued it to the green foam mat, and I've glued it to the side of this chest plate, and so it's got a Velcro seam all the way down. So it's gonna keep it nice and strong and hopefully last while I'm wearing it. A lot of people use like clips and stuff like that. I reckon the best thing to do on the day would be to glue yourself into the suit if you really wanted to go hard, but I've decided to use this Velcro. It's not the best. I don't like using Velcro, but it's the best method I've thought of so far. Hey YouTube, if you can think of something else that's going to be better than using Velcro, please let me know. Just filled in this gap here, and there was a hole on how I designed the collar to the back, and there was this gap here, and I've just filled that in. Just used foam, a rough cut. I just cut it and shaped it as I was going, and it fit in. So this is the battery pack I have on the spine at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect it, cut it off, and leave this connected with the lights. And what I'm going to do on the back is I'm going to drill. Well, not drill. I'm just going to put a hole through. And I'm going to run the cable through inside, so it's going to come out inside, and then I'm going to run it down, all the way down, glue it down inside it to roughly where the belt's going to sit, and then I'm going to put the battery pack on the belt, and I'll have that cable going into the suit and going up. So then the switch itself on this battery pack is here, and it'll be sitting on the belt, and I'll just flick it on and off at will. I'm probably going to use a couple of battery packs and split this in half, so cut this in half and have one battery pack powering down here and one battery pack powering down here, or up there, and when I turn the lights on and off, depending on which battery pack it is, half of it will light up or all of it will light up, and I'll be able to control that feature. Alright, I'm just making some additional lights to go into the spine. How I'm doing that is I've got the Christmas light and cut it off, and what I've used here is a part of the hollow wall anchor for fitting. It's flashing because I haven't really got it connected up properly. It's more just to show you guys, and I've slid the LED into there and just glued it in. But what I've done first is, so this is what it looks like, and I've cut it off just using some side cutters. And I've cut the base off and just used this top here, pulled the screw out. You can get a packet of these hollow wall anchors from like your local hardware store or electrical store. I'm not too sure how much they are a pack. I'm an ex-tradesman, so I had a few of these on spare, so I decided to use them. But if you like what they look like, then you can purchase these, because I'm also using other parts of it as well, like this part here, just before the red bit. And you'll probably end up using the screw as well. You could probably use these things for other uses, like if you put an LED inside of it and maybe put some glue around here, you can make it like a little blue bullet of some type, and you might be able to make a row of them along another piece of armour, sci-fi armour. So once they're glued in, I'm just going to pull them through, and then when I go to paint it, I'm going to pull it out, and then I'm going to cover that in masking tape while I seal and paint it. So for now, I'll just push it in. When you cut them off, then you've got to bend them all the way back. So you bend them pretty much, you got to use two hands. You grab it and then you pull this around and bend it, and it will create quite a big hole opening to slide your LED in. and cut these little bits off there. If your LED is too big, then you can sand it off a little bit, but you'll sand it around the side because it's the side part that you won't see, and keep it not sanded on the top to fit into your little steel cradle. A quick tip when you're soldering is before you go and solder the wires together, put some solder onto it or onto the piece exposed, just by getting your soldering iron, melting a bit of solder on the end, and then you just put it on so there's a bit of solder on it, and it will make it easier to stick together when you combine it with the other wires. If you don't have a soldering iron, I guess you can just twist the wires together and tape it, but soldering is the best way to go, but then you have to buy a soldering iron, and they're not that expensive. You can get it from your electronics store. These are 4 battery packs, but I only need 2. If I put 3 or 4 in, it will blow the LEDs because the voltage will be too high. So what I've done is I've just jumpered it here, so it still works, but it's only 2 batteries powering it, which is about 3.5 volt instead of 6 volt, which would definitely blow the LEDs. You can buy 2 battery packs, but I didn't. Now I have 3 set up. The wires coming out, battery packs. So let me hit some battery packs. So we've got the first one. Where is it? There we go. Second one here. Go around the side here, and then the next part. There we go. I want to set up a red LED at the bottom for like when you're low on health, but I've lost my red LED somewhere. But if I do it, I will put it on YouTube. Turn it off. Go. And turn this one off here. And we can turn this one off here. Okay, I'm attaching the spine now. What I've done here is I've glued it here and on the other side. I've also glued it here and on the other side. And what I'm doing now is I'm just shaping it as I go and seeing exactly where it's going to be. You'll have to probably do this as well to make sure it fits with your suit, as dimensions of your suit will be different compared to mine. I'm quite happy with it there. So now I'm going to run some glue up and push it down and also bend it at the same time to get the right bend. Alright, now it's glued on. I'll go in closer here so you can see. I'll refocus the camera. I glued it all the way up the strip. Glue's quite rough, but hey, it'll be covered with paint, and yeah. So here we go. I'll give you a look from the other side. So now, oh yep, you can see that where the cables have come through. And what I'm going to do now is I'll just temporarily wire them back up so you can see it with the lights on. So thanks guys for watching. Yeah, it's been a long day. I've just basically finished the pauldrons. I've still got the stasis cell, and I thought I'd finish up the video for the spine now. Yeah, it's it's been like 8 hours straight working on this suit just for the part 3 of the spine, the pauldron, and the stasis cell is not even complete. I should be able to finish that soon. Yeah, YouTube, if you like what you see, please like, subscribe if you want. I've only got about 4 or 5 weeks now to get the suit completed, and I'm starting to worry, man. I'm running out of time. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one.